Hey guys, welcome to RumbleManiaSlamSurivior show. I'm your host Devrell Davis, and today is January 18th, 2016, and we're talking about WWE and everything that's going on in the wide world of wrestling. Today, we're gonna pretty much recap everything going on with Royal Rumble. That's the next big pay-per-view that's happening next week, January 24th in Orlando, Florida. Now, big news last week. Brock Lesnar came back. That was expected. He came back and he did pretty much what Brock Lesnar normally does, and take out the whole roster and suplex city everybody in the ring. Basically, the whole setup was Roman Reigns, and he's going against 29 other guys defending his title. Now, we had some big news that happened tonight. As you can see, Raw is going on currently, and basically, this is the second hour. This is ending the second hour of Raw. It's now 9:58, so we're going into the third hour of Raw right now. And basically, in the breaking news was the number one participant, the first person entering the ring for the Royal Rumble match next week will be Roman Reigns, and he will be defending his title against 29 other opponents. So what does that say for Roman Reigns' title defense? Either they can make him look very strong, have him start the match, and pretty much go all the way to the end of the match. Will he win the match? Still up in the air. Like I said last week in my in the first episode, this is episode number 2. Like I said in the first episode, for some reason I think Triple H is going to participate in that match. Do I still feel like Triple H is going to participate in that match and be the odds-on favorite? Yeah, my views didn't change on that. I think I can see a major screw job happening, and I don't see Brock Lesnar ever holding the title again because of his lengthy absences in as being the world champ, as he did his last title reign. I could see him feuding with somebody else. So what I see happening for the title, I see it up for grabs. I see them pushing Roman Reigns, but they're going to do it in a sneaky way. They're going to do it in a way going totally and a way that you wouldn't expect. And I definitely believe they're going to give it to Triple H, put it on Triple H, and have him put Roman Reigns over at WrestleMania, which will be the best platform to put over your next top superstar. John Cena's not there to put him over. Most other superstars that's credible are not there to put him over. So the best star to put him over, besides Brock Lesnar, because I mean it's not believable that Roman Reigns could beat Brock Lesnar. It would be an awesome way to put him over, but then again, with Brock Lesnar getting all this babyface reaction from the crowd, and Roman Reigns going against him, and Roman Reigns not getting so much of that babyface type of reaction, will it benefit? Will the crowd accept Roman Reigns as the title holder over Brock Lesnar? In my opinion, no. I don't think they'll accept him as that in Dallas. So the best way to get Roman Reigns over is to get him over with a credible heel, and probably the top heel of the 2000s, which was Triple H. So in my opinion, I think that's the plan. That's why Triple H has been away from the scene for so long, for him to make a guest appearance at the Royal Rumble and win it and put Roman Reigns over at WrestleMania. So I'm still going with that that idea. Now, as far as Brock Lesnar, what they I feel, my prediction and my opinion, what he'll do with Brock Lesnar, I could see him feuding with somebody. I could see him getting eliminated somehow. I don't know if a screw job type of way, or just, hey, listen, he get thrown over, some man up and throw him over the ring. Now, what I see, and what I seen at the end of Raw last week, I seen somebody was protected. Actually, a whole faction was protected. When and I mentioned this in my Promo Kings Raw review last week also. Brock Lesnar came in, he cleaned house, but prior to that, Vince McMahon made all the WWE superstars go down to the ring to go against, in a way, almost like a lumberjack match to go against Roman Reigns. They made it as a 1 against 29, 1 against all type match, but that wasn't the case. It was really Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. But supposedly it was supposed to be all the superstars going down there, all the 29 participants. However, it was all the heels in the back that went down there. There's no faces, there's no Usos, there's no Dean Ambrose, there's nobody like that. So anyway, it was a one-sided lumberjack match in my opinion, because it was Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns, and then all the heels would stand outside, and all the heels were pummeling Roman Reigns at some point, including the Wyatts. Even though the Wyatts were there, they didn't participate in most of the pummeling. They didn't participate in the segment when Brock Lesnar came down. Everybody, Kevin Owens, he got suplexed. Not Rusev. New Day, Del Rio, everybody else that was there, Sheamus, everybody got suplexed. Everybody got pretty much tossed around that ring. However, I did see standing on Michael Cole's table at the announcer's table was the Wyatts, was Bray Wyatt, and why didn't he participate in that? That was the first thing that stood out to me. That's what I thought about that night, and I feel he's being protected, for one main reason, to go against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. How else could you pretty much who could I see credible for Bray Wyatt to face? There's no, he pretty much went against pretty much most of the faces in the company right now, even including Undertaker. They're not going to do an Undertaker match again. Who can I see Lesnar facing? There's nobody that they're bringing back. Of course, The Rock is going to be there, but I just don't see him fighting Brock right now, if he fights at all at Mania. But the best bet, for a minute, I thought Kevin Owens would be a credible and good opponent for Lesnar, but then I seen him get suplexed, and I was like, I don't think they're gonna go that way. So I see they kept Bray Wyatt away from Brock Lesnar, and I think it just points to one thing happening, and I think it points to Brock Lesnar facing Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, and it makes sense in my opinion. I could see them feuding. This was rumored before. I read this before, probably a few weeks back, 3 weeks back. I read this. So in my opinion, that's where they're going. Also, another rumor out there is that Undertaker, lack of opponents. There's no opponents out there. There's a million injuries, and of course, I think they would have went with Cena versus Taker, but obviously that's not the case right now. So it's impossible because of Cena's injury, unless he's Superman and could definitely come back. There's no way they could build up to that match because he will be rehabbing. So in my opinion, well, not only my opinion, what I read before was that Kevin Owens might be the opponent for, and look at Kevin Owens right there. Kevin Owens might be the opponent for Taker, and in my opinion, I'm not 100% sold on that. As far as him being a credible opponent for Taker right now, I just don't see how the two match up, and why would you have Taker face him when there's I don't see, if this is like Taker's last match, I don't see why Kevin Owens would be the one to face him. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But that's my take on potential Mania and potential feuds that I see going into Mania. But now going back to the Royal Rumble, there are a few matches on the card. They're having Kalisto in the rubber match versus Del Rio. Of course, the last week actually, this all took place in a 1 week span. Kalisto won, as you've seen in episode 1 of RumbleManiaSlamSurivior show. Kalisto won live on the show. He beat Del Rio, rolled him up to pretty much solidify the USA title, and in real time he lost the following day because SmackDown was taped on a Tuesday. However, on TV time, he lost on Thursday, which is in that 1 week span. Lost 2-3 days later to Del Rio, and of course not cleanly because Wade Barrett interfered in the match versus Del Rio, and Del Rio regained his USA title. Now I see they going back and forth with his title, and my opinion, if I'm going to pick a winner, I'm going to pick Kalisto, and I think they're going to push him all the way, and they're going to make him win it in the pay-per-view. They wanted to get a little pop with the Raw crowd, and the SmackDown crowd, and just the ratings. There's a ratings ploy, so they exchanged the titles on SmackDown and Raw in back-to-back tapings. But I don't see the title going anywhere with Del Rio. He's in the faction. He's with the United Nations, and it's not really catching on that much, in my opinion. As you can see tonight, they're doing Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar and the Chris Jericho highlight reel. So that's a quick plug right there for the highlight reel. I'm gonna get off of this in a minute and go watch it and then report back to you about it. But in the meantime, I think it'll be better for them to go with the younger talent, Kalisto. Del Rio is, in my opinion, and just to make Kalisto relevant. And Del Rio, he's, in my opinion, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. He's one of the most underrated wrestlers. I don't think he's being pushed correctly, but he doesn't need it right now because in a way he's kind of came back stale. He's not, they didn't bring him back the way that I think they could have brought him back. They could have brought him back like a monster heel. But anyway, now they're doing a last man standing match with Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose. I could not call that one. If they're gonna go take a route with Kevin Owens, I don't see him putting the title back on him. If it's true, they definitely not gonna put the title back on him, and they definitely gonna keep on Dean Ambrose. Now, that's the only thing that makes sense to me, in my opinion. If they don't give it to Kevin Owens, which I think he deserves it, and to me, I think he should be a major heel, and they should push him. If they don't put it on him, that will pretty much say to me that, hey, we're going in the route of Kevin Owens and Taker, and I'm not 100% sold. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of that. I think they should put the title back on Kevin Owens and have him feuding maybe with Dean Ambrose into WrestleMania, and that could be a classic WrestleMania match. That would be the third match in that series right there. And if they do put the title on him, I think that it will go into Mania. Of course, they have the 30-man Royal Rumble. Reigns is starting number 1, as Vince McMahon and Stephanie McMahon determined earlier on. She kind of teased that anybody could win the title, even someone not in this company. Somebody coming into the company. Now that leads me to the New Japan rumors and AJ Styles, Gallows, and the other Japanese wrestlers that's coming into WWE, that's signed with WWE. Do I see AJ Styles making a debut at Royal Rumble? That's up in the air. I heard plenty of rumors that he might not. I heard plenty of rumors that he might. And in my opinion, the way that WWE been working for the past forever, they don't necessarily put somebody that's not a product of WWE. They don't put a title on them right away. I don't remember that ever being the case. However, I do know AJ Styles is signed and they wanted him for a while, and they finally have him. What their plans are for him, I'm not sure, but I'm suspecting that he'll be around for Mania. As far as Rumble, I'm not sure. Will he be here for Fastlane? Let's keep our fingers crossed. But I would love to see AJ Styles. He's still somewhat at the end of his prime. He's still a big player. Never really followed him that much to be never was a big TNA fan. So I wouldn't be the person that's the most versed on AJ Styles' career. However, I think he's a name, and right now WWE is so low on names that's credible that we have to give this guy a minor push if you can, and definitely put him in a big match in Mania, and I would love to see his style versus Chris Jericho's style. I would love, and the role that Chris Jericho's in now, he's a vet, he's a legend, and he comes every once in a while to put over another superstar. Like he put over Van Dango about 2-3 years ago, which I still didn't understand. However, I could see him putting over AJ Styles and making him a credible WWE superstar. So with that said, that's the RumbleMania Slam Survivor Show, and basically I'm gonna go and watch some WWE because New Day's out there now and they're funny as hell. I'm gonna go watch some WWE, come back, report to you. I might do a second show this week and upload it real quickly this week. Might do it for SmackDown if I get back home early from work. But in the meantime, I'll drop another Raw review directly after Raw later on, and hopefully I have some info about what's going on with Brock and Roman. Tonight's Raw wasn't one of the best so far. We still have 45 minutes to hopefully redeem themselves, but hopefully we get some good news and some major updates coming on after that. Other than that, stay strong. Keep watching WWE. Keep watching all the other wrestling outlets and everything like that, and just keep up with this channel. Subscribe if you like what you hear. And I'm Devereaux Davis for RumbleManiaSlamSurivior Show. My boy Kendon, my boy Bruce. Waiting for you to make the show and definitely make your debut. But other than that, I'm here, and have a good one. Peace.